Good morning, everybody. Um, it is a cold, stinky morning here. It is 28 degrees or some nonsense like that. I don't like it. Ick, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Uh, but I'm here. I'm here. Um, today we found we found a new one, man. Anyway, this individual claims that she is a not just any prophet, but when you hear what she thinks she is, I wonder why these people feel so freely to do this and not understand the repercussions. I wonder. I wonder about them. Yeah, no hat today. No hat today. I felt like combing my hair, so I combed it finally. Okay. Now we're gonna cover her website and all that stuff too, because she has a website. I mean, but I'd wonder, but I do understand why people feel so freely because they don't have a reverence for God. So if they don't have a reverence for God, why would they care about what they say? Why would they care? Now her name is let me find it here. Uh where is her okay, so her name is Cheryl Thibodeaux. Cheryl Thibodeaux is her name, and we are going to bring up her page so you can see what she says about herself, not what I say. Revolution, Salvation Revolution Ministries, led by General Coco, also known as Ember Phoenix. Ember, Ember Phoenix. Ember Phoenix. That is her spiritual nuanced name, Ember Phoenix. Okay, this is her website. She does appointments. She has books. She's on mission, support the ministry content. She has social media. She has merchandise and a blog. Okay. So let's go through it first before you hear from her, because I think I need to set her stage, because before General Coco comes to talk to us, we need to hear all we can about General Coco. Who I am. Cheryl Thibodeaux, known in the spirit as General Coco, sorry, known in the spirit as General Coco, is not merely a mother of 8, an ordained minister, or a licensed chaplain. She is a scroll bearer, a fire forged voice sent for this final generation, delivering end times Bible prophecy, signs, and divine revelation in the end times. It do sound like a cereal, and I wouldn't buy it. General Cocoa, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd buy it. I was never a fan of the chocolate cereals, like Count Chocula. I was never a fan of that. Um, I'm pretty sure Cocoa Puffs was another one. I was never a fan of them. I was a guy that liked me some Golden Grams. Man, what? Or Sugar Smacks. You put them two in front of me, it's over. It's over. I you know what? You know what? I don't know, because I don't think she mentions her husband if she has one. She's a mother of 8 though. She's a mother of 8. So, yeah. Anyway, heaven did not choose her from comfort, but from the crucible. Her anointing was not handed, it was hammered on the anvil of affliction. She knows how to deliver a good story, though. From hospital beds to courtroom battles. I'm assuming she's divorced. I'm gonna I'm gonna go on a limb and say divorcee. Just from that line alone, just from that, the courtroom battles, just from that, from betrayal to resurrect. Ah, see, betrayal. Cheryl carries not only titles but authority in bold. She is the founder of Salvation Revolution Ministries, a ministry not built for crowds, but for warfare, called to awaken the remnant, expose the darkness, and carry the scrolls of judgment. She's carrying the scrolls of judgment. I didn't know that a human was going to be carrying the scrolls of judgment. Let's see here. Let me figure one thing real quick. I'm check um I wanna check this real quick. Um again, call me remedial and slow, but I'm going to see if I'm right. Remember, I told you all I'm not a scholar. I'm not, but I do recall something akin to what she just said. And I think it was in Revelation chapter 5. And I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll written inside and on the back, sealed with seven seals. Then I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the scroll and to loose the seals?" And no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth was able to open the scroll or even look at it. Hmm. But she says she is carrying the scrolls of judgment. How did she get that job? How did she get the job of carrying the scrolls of judgment? Anyway, she's carrying scrolls of judgment, healing, and hope to the ends of the earth through Bible prophecy for beginners and end times preparation for Christians. She writes under the name Ember Phoenix because she did not survive the fire, she was born from it. Can anyone tell me where in the good book that we call the Bible that we've seen the phoenix in there? I remember it from X-Men. I remember it from other kind of pagan cultures, the phoenix, but I don't recall. Maybe y'all can again, I'm the dummy. Um, anybody can tell me where the phoenix is and where we are born from fire as a phoenix. Anyone? Help me out. Won't you help a poor brother out? Please, anyone? No? Me too. Me also. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. I don't know. Many are called, few are chosen, and even fewer volunteered. But you didn't volunteer. You told us you weren't volunteered. You were dragged through affliction in order to be placed there. So if you were placed there, then you didn't volunteer, did you? Hmm. Cheryl did. Wait. Cheryl volunteered. If she okay, I want to make sure I get this right. Cheryl volunteered. I'm confused now. Anyway, before she was born, her spirit stood before. Hear me out now. This is not me saying it. This is her. Before she was born, her spirit stood before the throne and said yes to the cost. She descended to earth with divine instructions, a sealed mandate, and a warrior's imprint in her DNA. That imprint has survived near death, illness, demonic encounters, spiritual betrayal, false arrest, public humiliation, and private heartbreak. But none of it broke her, it activated her. Dun, dun, dun. Now she serves as a mother of 8, an ordained minister, global chaplain, and an author of prophetic books on spiritual warfare that are not simply written, they are released, and a seer and a voice to this final generation. I don't speak to be heard, I speak because I was sent, General Coco. Okay. Yeah, that's General Coco for y'all. I just wanted y'all to introduce y'all to the sweet, wonderful, amazing, just spirit filled before the throne she was born kind of individual. And now I shall introduce you to General Coco. This is Mother of 8, General Coco, the one whose spirit stood before the Lord himself and said, "Send me. I'm gonna go down there and talk all kinds of stuff. I'll talk it. I'm a talker." Her YouTube page has 319 subscribers with 42 videos. She is known for turning off the comment section. Just FYI. So just so you know, this individual, when it's an extreme view, she loves turning off her comment section. It is natural for her to do so because she doesn't like the blowback. I figure since you were forged in the fires and all that stuff, and Dragon Force made you through the fire and the flame we carry on. You remember that song? Y'all ever heard Dragon Force? And if you've never heard Dragon Force, Fire and Flame, you are missing out. I'm telling you now, if you have not heard Dragon Force, Fire and Flame, what you are missing out on some crazy good music. I'm telling you now. I don't recommend a whole lot of songs, but people, Dragon Force, Fire Through Fire and Flame. You know what? Before I listen to this cuckoo bat dingbat, we have to listen to it. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to. I'm sorry. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of this particular. Why? Because I love electric guitar when done right. I do. I love electric guitar when done right. I like drums when done right. And I don't mind a song that doesn't take you down a dark path. This doesn't do that. And the guys who are playing the drums, I don't know if I don't know if he's AI. I think the man might be AI. I can't play the whole thing because, copyrights and stuff, but this is part of it. And what you're hearing, that's a human playing that. That's a human playing that. Just want you to know that's a human playing that. But do yourself a favor and go look up Dragon Force Through the Fire and the Flames. You will thank me. I guarantee you'll thank me. It's an amazing workout music. It's amazing workout music. Trust and believe me, it's amazing workout music. All right. I'll put it in the comment section here so y'all can grab it. Okay. Now, Aurora Lights, let's listen to Miss Salvation Revolution and her prophecy, shall we? Let's go.
Good morning. It is 9:46. Today is the 12th of November, 2025. I'm really excited to talk to you guys today. I received a great message from Yeshua last night. I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It lit my soul on fire. For those of you who have never seen one of my videos before, heaven refers to me as general.
Heaven refers to her as general. Not through the fire. Not that one, okay? Not that song. Completely different song. not that song. I know that's not the one we're talking about. Okay, don't be confusing the two. Come on now, Layla. Come on now. Come on now. Heaven refers to her. Heaven.
Before heaven refers to me as general.
Mm.
I've been given a divine commission and a mantle from Yeshua HaMashiach, the one that the world most often refers to as Jesus. Had a massive heart attack in 2025. I was sent back with specific instructions. The founder of Salvation Revolution Ministries, which reaches every single continent worldwide. And I'm going to go ahead and share this word with you guys.
Real quick. Can somebody remind me about what her website said? Can anyone? Can anyone remind me about what her website said? I just want to know if y'all remember the timeline she put out on her website. Didn't she say before she was born? Didn't she say she got the mandate before she was born? Did I read that wrong? Somebody lying, or somebody got their timelines mixed up? I'm going to read it again for myself to see if I'm right. Many are called, few are chosen, and even few are volunteered. Cheryl did. Before she was born, her spirit stood before the throne and said yes to the cost. She descended to earth with a divine instruction, a sealed mandate, and a warrior's imprint in her DNA. That imprint survived near-death illness, demonic encounters, spiritual betrayal, false arrest, public humiliations, and a private heartbreak. Did all that happen in 2025? But none of it broke her. It activated her. I'm confused. Oh, it's a born-again thing. That's what it is. It's a born again. Get out. See, that's why I have you people around, is so that you make sense of things I can't make sense of. So that look, hey, General Coco, continue.
I was in prayer last night, and I started, before I was in prayer, was looking through my phone, and I have a distant relative that lives in Missouri. Some people say Missouri. And I saw the pictures that she had posted of the Northern Lights. So then I was in prayer, and I asked Yeshua, I said, Yeshua, can you tell me something about these Northern Lights that are being shown all over the place? I said, they're very far south tonight. And I was super excited by it because some of the pictures that she captured were absolutely just amazing and just beautiful. So he said, yes, daughter. He said, beloved, the lights that have filled the skies tonight are not without meaning. The auroras are a reflection of movement in the heavens, a sign that creation itself is responding to the shifting of authority between realms. There you go. The earth groans and the heavens answer. The magnetic fields of the world bend because the veil between the seen and the unseen is thinning. These lights are reminders that my glory is near. They are not merely solar storms or cosmic reactions, but a visible echo of what is occurring in the spirit, an alignment before the great unveiling. The colors you see mirror the layers of my spirit, the greens for renewal, the purples for royalty, and the reds for redemption and fire. Each hue carries a message. The king is stirring the heavens. When these lights move across the nations, they announce that time is folding inward toward fulfillment. The same way the ark was prepared before the flood.
I'm sorry. I figured she was telling the truth. I mean, you can't disprove her, can you? unless you can. Now, I decided that I wanted to try and find a way to go. So like her, you know, I guess Jesus spoke to me. Let me not make that joke because you know what? He gonna strike me with something. I was sitting here and I thought, I'm sure that no prophet has ever had to announce that there was a prophet. No man of God had to tell people that they were a man of God. I'm pretty sure that has not happened. And then it came to me. I have no doubt, like I told you, I'm not a scholar. I do remember things from reading, but I can't tell you that I'm one of those people that could be like, this is linked to this. To that. I'm not that person. I am simply not. But the Bible is pretty straightforward. So I personally don't need to be. However, as I was thinking about, was there anyone that ever did that? God put this one person in my mind to go look up that would almost identically match this woman and her crazy. Anyone care to guess what prophet that might have been? Any name one prophet you think might match the amount of unbelievable storyline that she just put out to you. Anyone? Can anyone name me two? Two. There are two, but name me one of them that you might think went through that. Just one. Anybody? Anybody know them? They're two guys. Anybody? I'll wait till I give you some time to flesh it out. Anybody? Name the two. Yep. There's one. And who's the other one? Pretty close to him. Pretty close to him. Who's the other guy? Normally people mix them up. Normally people mix them up. Elijah and Elisha. Okay? So in 2 Kings, there is a very amazing story that happens in 2 Kings chapter 2. In 2 Kings chapter 2, I'm going to read the entirety of the passage that it belongs in. Okay? Now, I want you to really listen to what is taking place between these two. And then I want you to listen to what happens after one goes away. And I want you to listen to what happens when the other one who is left is seen. Are we good with that? Okay. And it came to pass when the Lord was about to take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. Then Elijah said to Elisha, stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me on to Bethel. But Elisha said, as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you. So they went down to Bethel. Now the sons of the prophets who were at Bethel came out to Elisha and said to him, do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today? So wait. Let me get this right. Elijah and Elisha are talking, and they have not been to Bethel yet. They're talking to each other, not to anyone else. They get to Bethel, and prophets who are there came out to tell Elisha what they were just talking about before they got there. That's kind of interesting. And don't you find it weird that when God does something, people just know? Like he doesn't have to try and convince you about it. You just know. I found that to be my first red flag about her. Okay. That she has to tell you and try to convince you that this is what she was doing and why she is and how okay. Do you know that the Lord will take your master from over you today? And he said, yes, I know. Keep silent. Don't let everybody know that. Come on now. Then Elijah said to him, Elisha, stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me to Jericho. But he said, as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you. So they came to Jericho. That's two places now. Now the sons of the prophets who were in Jericho came to Elisha and said to him, do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today? He said, yeah, I know. Shut up. Keep silent, man. Two times. No announcement. Elijah nor Elisha had to announce to anybody what was going on. Not one time. They had conversations long before going to Bethel or to Jericho. And both Jericho and Bethel people knew what was coming down the pipe. Make sure you keep that in mind. Okay, make sure you keep that in mind. Then Elijah said to him, stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me unto Jordan. But he said, as long as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you. So the two of them went on, and 50 men of the sons of prophets went and stood facing them at a distance, while the two of them stood at the Jordan. Now Elijah took his mantle, rolled it up, and struck the water, and it was divided this way and that, so that the two of them crossed over on dry ground. And so it was when they had crossed over that Elijah said to Elisha, ask, what may I do for you before I am taken away from you? Elisha said, please let a double portion of your spirit be upon me. So he said, you have asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if you see me when I am taken from you, it shall be so for you, but if not, it shall not be so. Now, this is a very big event happening here. You're talking about the man who just went away with God is talking to the man that was left behind, his pupil. And the pupil said, I just want a double portion of what you had. Okay? I want you to set this up in your mind to see it for yourself. This other woman said she was sent from before birth to endure all kinds of stuff and then to be called Captain Coco, whatever, the General Coco, Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Syrup, whatever her name is now. Divorced and everything. I just want you to be sure that when God does something versus when somebody has to tell you that God is trying to tell you to do something, and I'm doing it so that people could know that I'm from God. But in order for you to know I'm from God, I got to tell you a whole bunch of other backstory so you can believe it. Okay, cool. He said, nevertheless, if you see me when I'm taken from you, then it shall be so. If you don't see me doing it, then it ain't going to be so for you. Then it happened. As they continued on and talked, that suddenly a chariot of fire appeared with horses of fire and separated the two of them. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Now, I don't know about you, but fam, I would tell you that that would be a sight to see. That would have been a sight to see. To be standing there and a prophet of God is escorted. He was escorted from earth. Chariots showed up, flames ablazing, and a whirlwind just takes this dude square off the ground, whoop, square out of earth. Man, what? So this is what happens after. Now remember, it's just the two of them. It is just the two of them on the road talking and walking. Only Elisha saw Elijah be taken up. Only Elisha saw Elijah. Other prophets knew that he was no longer going to be a teacher to Elisha, that God was going to take him from him. Nobody else saw it. Okay. Make sure you keep that in mind. And Elisha saw it, and he cried out, my father, the chariot of Israel and its horsemen. So he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes, and he tore them into two pieces. He also took up the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him, and went back and stood by the bank of the Jordan. Then he took the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him, and struck the water, and said, where is the Lord God of Elijah? And when he had struck the water, it divided this way and that, and Elisha crossed over. Now when the sons of the prophets who were from Jericho saw him, they said, the spirit of Elijah rests on Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed to the ground before him. Then they said to him, look now, there are 50 strong men with your servants. Please let them go and search for your master. Huh? Go and search for your master. So they obviously did not know that he got taken by the Lord somewhere. They just knew that he may have just passed on whatever anointing he had to Elisha. But Elisha didn't have to announce nothing. They just knew. Okay, cool. Let's perhaps the Spirit of the Lord has taken him up and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley. And he said, you shall not send anyone. But when they urged him till he was ashamed, he said, send them. Therefore they sent 50 men, and they searched for 3 days, but did not find him. And when they came back to him, for he had stayed in Jericho, he said to them, did I not say to you, don't go? Look, I understand that translations don't leave room for humor. But brother, come on now. You ain't gonna find him. I promise you, he's probably up on a mountain somewhere. He couldn't have gone to heaven. You're not gonna find him. Elisha, listen, man. What it's not. Look, he might have got taken, but trust me, he on the mountain somewhere. You know what? Go ahead and look. Go on. Take your men. Go look. Go ahead. Go on. Then they come back 3 days where we didn't find. Didn't I tell you not to go? Didn't I say you're not going to find him? Don't go. Didn't I say that to you? You still wanted to go find him. You still wanted to go and do what I know what I saw, but you want to go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have fun doing that. Bye. I'll see you in 3 days. Then the men of the city said to Elisha, please notice the situation of this city is pleasant, as my Lord sees, but the water is bad and the ground is barren. And he said, bring me a new bowl and put salt in it. And so they brought it to him. Then they went out to the source of the water and cast the salt there and said, thus says the Lord, I have healed this water from it. There shall be no more death and barrenness. So the water remains healed to this day, according to the word of Elisha, which he spoke. So why did I read that? I read that for two reasons. Two of the what we would consider greatest prophets to ever walk the earth, Elijah and Elisha. One who was so sold on God and following and doing that God said, you know what, bro? Death, y'all ain't gonna see each other. I'm gonna just take you. I'll just take you. Mine. No longer. You're not going to die. And since you were so told that, you know what, you're going to get a double portion, here you go. Bam. Now you have his mantle. Continue going and people going to know. People will just know. This has been the case with every prophet and every apostle. People just knew who they were. They didn't have to convince. They didn't have to coerce. They didn't need to write a book and try to sell the book. They didn't need blogs. They didn't need fanfare. They didn't need none of that. People knew Prophets came and went, and people knew they were from God without an announcement being made. Meanwhile, Dingbat over here is telling you, trust me. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. I'm the smartest individual there is because I was forged in the flame and fire of all kinds of stuff I made decisions to put myself in. No, trust me. I've been through all of it because God said it. Here she is again.
Good evening. It is 6:15 Central Standard Time. Today's date is the 17th of November, 2025. For those of you who have never seen one of my videos before, heaven calls me General.
Again, if every time you speak, you got to announce if you've never seen me before, and you're a prophet, an angel of heaven, that's what you are. You are a decreed one from heaven. To the point where heaven calls you a general. You trying to convince me that a general of heaven is not known? A general of heaven is limited to a YouTube channel and a web page. You have so much anointing to tell that nobody knows who you are and they cannot tell by first glance. Even the pagans knew the prophets. The pagans knew that when they saw this particular prophet, they knew what was up. They didn't have to get announced to them. They just knew. Prophets, apostles, disciples went from town to town to town, to regions wide, and people just knew them. You got to get online to tell people your story every time so that they can believe you that you're a sent of God, and you still can't prove it.
I've been given the divine commission and the mantle to carry as the general of the end times remnant after a massive heart attack in 2022.
Wasn't that different? Hold on. Again, I might be high. I might be high. Is that what she said in the first video? Did I hear wrong? Hold on. I gotta verify that. Maybe I'm high. I could be. I could be floating in the sky right now. Let me see here. Let's go back.
And I started, before I was in prayer, I have videos before heaven refers to me as general. I've been given a divine commission and a mantle from Yeshua HaMashiach, the one that the world most often refers to as Jesus. Had a massive heart attack in 2025.
I thought I heard that right. So you had two massive heart attacks, one in 2022 and one in 2025. Now, again, I told y'all my brain don't work. My brain don't work good. Okay, it don't work that gooder. It ain't that gooding of a worker. All right, my brain is not work. My brain ain't braining. In this video, you told me you had a massive heart attack in 2025. In the other video, you say you had a massive heart attack in 2022. I'm gonna play it again, so nobody says she lying. I'm lying on the lady, on the general, Dollar General.
Often refers to as Jesus. Had a massive heart attack in 2025. I was sent back with.
Okay, so 2025. Y'all heard that, right? Make sure put a 1 in the chat if you heard that. Please let me know if you heard that. 2025. Number 1 if you heard 2025. Please put a 1 if you heard 2025. That's what you all heard. I heard it too. 2025. Cool. All right. Let's see if that heart attack scaled back.
To carry as the general of the end times remnant after a massive heart attack in 2022 when
When what?
I got taken to heaven, which is actually called New Jerusalem.
Huh. You know, I was on the verge of doing, I'm coming, Elizabeth. It's a big one, honey. I'm coming to join you, honey. Elizabeth, it's a big one, honey. And in the words of Red Fox, you big dummy. This bimbo had 2 heart attacks. You should change your eating habits. If you had a massive heart attack in 2022 and in 2025, God is definitely not with you. Or if he's with you, you ignoring everything he's saying and you just eat like a pig. You got problems. If you have a heart attack every 3 years, 3 years. 2022, massive heart attack. You died and went to heaven and came back. 2025, you went to heaven and came right back. And he put you right back in your body. Amazing. Jesse, what do you say to that?
What the?
Golly. Listen, I get everybody wants to be special. Everybody wants to be special. Everybody wants to stand out as some sort of a thing. I get it. I get you want to be the one to say that you did something. You were chosen for a specific purpose. But I want you to understand something. You are chosen for a purpose, and that purpose is a very special purpose. And we are all chosen for a very special purpose. What? To honor God. That's special. That's one of the biggest pieces of purpose you'll ever find is honoring God. Why is that not enough? Why is honoring God insufficient and you need to have 50 billion more things to do to stand out from everybody else? If he says the least will be greatest, why are you trying to be the greatest? Be the least so you can be the greatest later. But the least is very unseen. Anybody want that? Nobody wants that. This woman says she's a general of heaven. General. And as a general, she can't remember when she had a heart attack. She's not even serious as a heart attack. She's just having them randomly. 2022, you died, went to the New Jerusalem in heaven. And then in 2025, you died again and went back and came back with a second commission or the same commission because you couldn't fulfill it. I don't know. Listen, if you're a person, we talked about this Sunday, right? If you're a person of God, I don't need you to be commended about it. We don't need to be commended about it. We don't need to be commended for it. We just need to be it. I don't need people to approve of it, and I don't need people to accept it. I don't. I just am. Ears to hear, hear. Eyes to see, see. If you don't, you don't. It's not a problem for me. Not a problem for me. In either case, Don't let clowns like this fool you. Listen carefully to what they say and weigh it against the word. Weigh it against the word. Okay? Make sure you weigh it against the word. The word. Sorry, the word. Weigh it against the word. Because if it doesn't match up, contradicts the word, it's not found in the word, it's probably not something you should be listening to. Like at all. It's probably not something you should be listening to. Period. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Pretty sure we'll be back tomorrow, God willing. We'll be discussing another individual that you all have seen around. We've talked about her before, and but I there's some other things I've noticed, and somebody else said what we saw. So we're going to be covering that person's statement, and we'll go over that tomorrow. Update: I did have my MRI on Wednesday. I got the results on Saturday, and they're not the best results. There are some things that need to be addressed soon, and we'll see what those things yield. I don't know what they're going to suggest. I did not take my medication before I came on today because I don't think straight when I'm on that. So I'm going to wait till now to go take it. And yeah. So we'll be, as soon as I know more as to whether or not, I'll be available or on screen anymore for a while, I'll let you know that. Housing situation, nothing's been figured out yet. Still haven't found a spot. It's been very slow going. They require so much more stuff now to get just a rental. You almost have to be able to buy your own home in order to rent a house. That's the crazy part, is that you can't even get into a break. And the thing about this whole Section 8 thing, you can't get into Section 8 as easy as people say. You got to be broke to get into Section 8. And if you're just above broke, not going to happen. Not going to happen. So, no, I'm going to go do it right after I get done here. Okay? Right after I'm done here, I'm going to go do that. So, we will catch up tomorrow, God willing. Yeah, rest of y'all fill in JIK for me, please. Fill in. The chat will tell you. They know more about it than I do, and it wasn't my idea, so they'll tell you about it. They will tell you about it. Every Sunday is the same time, Cat. 4 p.m. Eastern. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, unless we ain't having it. But whenever we have it, 4 p.m. Eastern. Always will be a link in the post section or the community section of my YouTube channel. You can just click that link and it'll bring you right in. Every Sunday at 4 Eastern. So just mark it in your calendar so you don't forget the time. And then if you can't find a link, you can email me or Chris and we'll send it to you. Okay? Email. In fact, you can email us that Sunday morning. We'll send you the link that Sunday morning. One of us will. Promise you. All right. Okay. And there we are on today at 3:30, 6:30 Eastern. We'll be on today. I say that whether it's me or some of those two guys we will be on today. We do have the show set up. It depends on how medicated I am. Because today's cold and it's a bad day today. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a bad day today. I got up this morning and it was a lot of pain. A lot. So with it being this cold, they say icing helps, and they're lying to me, man. Icing don't help nothing. Icing is a lie. It's a lie from the pits of hell. It don't help. I'm living proof. So we'll once I know, I'll let you guys know any more about both the housing and the medical issue. All right, cool. All right. On the flip side, catch you guys tomorrow. Catch you guys on Savage later today, God willing. Wisdom calls to you from the streets. So please, please, please find wisdom. Peace.
Hold tight the dreams, for if dreams die, rely on yourself and no way. Believe